Hello guys, so today I want to give some update on some trades like NZDUSD, my outlook on it, and some other currency pairs. Don't forget, I trade HRC, right? So let's get to the charts. So the way I trade is kind of different, I look for a liquidity, and the kind of liquidity I look for, or the type of liquidity I have, will determine the zone I'm going to pick, right? So you can see at the end part here, I'm putting DL, signifying daily liquidity. You can see WS signifying weekly liquidity. So what am I having on NZD? This is the futures chart though. You can see over here 6N, right? And if you can see over that area too. So this is 6N though. All right, so I added the watermark so that you can see the currency pair. So this is 6N, this is the futures chart. So I use the futures chart to analyze my trades, right? So today is the beginning of a new month, right? We are in August. So I think if you can see the indicator there, this is August 2, 2026. And what are we having? I know once it's new month though, a lot of things can happen. But never still, what I'm projecting for now is a sell on NZDUSD. Why? Because I have a daily liquidity, right? And I have a daily zone. So the way I pick my zone is kind of different, I don't trade the normal stocks you see online there, like patterns and the likes. It's kind of different. Is the way I trade is so objective. So the market just opened though, so it's still here. So it's a very risky one, but why not? So from here to here, I'll be targeting this daily liquidity because it is a daily zone. So up to this daily liquidity over here, that is my trade. And it's because where market is, that's why I'm entering from here, right? So if not, this should have been my entry. Like this is where my zone is. So if I had entered from like Friday, it would have been like this and my stop loss over there. But since this is where I'm meeting the market, right? So my entry will be over here, my stop loss above that high. But the projection will be different on the normal currency pair. So on CFD, so CFD is the normal currency pair you see on your MT5, MT4, right? So on CFD, this is how it's going to be, right? After picking my zone, I added a buffer to it because of spread, right? If you use your MT4, MT5, it determines your broker. So this is it, NZDUSD. This is the normal currency pair. So as at the market, this is the market open. This is Nigerian time, 12:01 a.m. So my stop loss is going to be at my 33% area, which is this red line I picked. And you just enter the normal current price. And so instead of here, this was the first place I was trying to sell to, but I just discovered it was a daily liquidity before, right? But it has now transited to a weekly liquidity because of this high it broke. So as at this area, it was daily liquidity, but it has transited to weekly liquidity. So now this is my daily liquidity over here, which is 7th of July. So let's see, NZD 7th of July. This is 7th of July, yeah. So let me highlight that area. Yeah, so that is going to be my daily liquidity, which means if this should hold, right, and this is going to be my profits. So this is the projection I have on NZD, right? I have other projections though, but NZD is much more cleaner and that's why I felt I should share that. So let's see what I have on Euro USD. Let's just load. So on Euro USD, price reacted from a monthly zone, which is around this area, right? So price reacted from a monthly zone, and I'm expecting it to do it to get to this monthly liquidity over here. So that's it. So that's why you can see the entry was from this area. There was a re-entry that happened around this area. That happened from daily participants. I had a daily liquidity over here, and I had a daily zone over here. So, and it was able to give 1:3. So it was a good trade. So if I'm going to be joining this trade more, I mean, if I'm still going to add more position, I'm going to be looking for more reasons to sell. You can see this is CC. So CC is the futures chart of Euro USD. So I'll be looking for more reasons to buy. And don't forget, this is the open of a new month. So probably if it should engineer a monthly liquidity or a daily liquidity wherever, then I can just try and look for an entry to join the trade. So for this, it's still a long-time bias. So a long-time bias for Euro USD, what is it going to be? My long-term bias is a buy, right? And it's going to take out this monthly liquidity, which is this high. That is May. If you can go and check on your chart. This is May 29 high, May 29 or June or whatever. This high, May 29, 2026. Yeah. So at least you should get to that high because it's a monthly liquidity. And of course, there are still other liquidities above, right? Like this high is a monthly liquidity, and this high is also a monthly liquidity, which you can see I've highlighted here, ML. That's monthly liquidity. But never still, on this current trend, right? All those ones are long-term buyers. So current trend, right? This current trend, I already have a daily liquidity. I have another daily liquidity engineered. So all I need now is a daily zone that can sponsor to come and take out this liquidity, right? So from this area, this old trend here, I'm not really seeing a valid zone that can sponsor. Well, there might be some other valid zone at the extreme here, right? I didn't check there. So I just stopped there and I'm good with that. So on this area here, I'm not seeing a clean zone. Let me use that word clean. Yeah. So I'm not seeing any clean zone in this area. So if there is any clean zone in this area, price is coming back to this daily liquidity. But never still, but that does not mean to come and invalidate this one. So if price should come back and take out this daily liquidity, we can continue to buy, or even if price should come back into this zone, we keep buying for this monthly liquidity. But if price should continue upward, don't forget, I'm not the market maker, right? I'm just analyzing it based on what it is presenting. So if market should come into this daily zone, which I have highlighted here, right, then I'll be expecting a sell from there back to this daily liquidity. So it will take out any other liquidity that was generated here until it gets to this. So that's why I said it is not that clean, and that's why I'm not really calling it. Then 6B also, on 6B, not that clean also. Why? This sell, it started from a daily zone. This is the daily zone which I was able to pick from this area. I hope you can see that. And the daily liquidity I am targeting is a daily zone, and this is the daily liquidity, this line here. So price has not yet completed its option, its objective, right? This is the objective for you to come and take out this daily liquidity. So all this, for me, I am still seeing it as a pullback. So all this, I'm seeing it as a pullback. Now, When price was going there to take out that daily liquidity, price engineered a daily liquidity over here. Price engineered a daily liquidity over here, right? So now I'm expecting one, price not to take out that daily liquidity yet. Why? Because it has not yet completed its auction. Secondly, on this trend, right, price engineered a daily liquidity. So it needs a daily zone. Now, this area I marked out, which is from this area, is a valid daily zone. But if I'm going to pick that daily zone, right, what cuts through it, which is this, it's cut through it, is not meant to be liquidity. So that's why I'm skeptical with it. But you can say I'm using but, it is still a valid trade. Why? Because price has not yet completed its auction, and that is a very good trade to take. And if I'm not mistaken, how many R is that? It should be giving us about 13 R. So if we want to be cautious, if we say we want to adjust our stop loss, like, okay, let us take back our stop loss back to this, entry over here. It is still going to give us about 4R, which is quite all right. But never still, this is what I am projecting over here. Yeah, so that's my projection for 6B. So 6B is going to be GBP USD, right? So GBP USD, let's go to GBP USD. So this is the normal currency pair of GBP USD. This is the normal currency pair. But I'm not really taking it because it's not that clean. But anyways, 6A. Anyways, what I want to say is, if I should see a good sell, confirmation around there, I'll just enter. And the way I trade most of the time, because it is just the zone, most of the time price just tap it and drop. You can see this one, price just tapped it, and there are series of examples like that, like this Euro USD, the recent buy that was taken there. You can see that price just, although this Euro USD, the zone was from this area, I just refined it, and you can see that price just tapped it and moved. So that's just that. And sometimes it will do a deep entry. So 6A is going to be AUD USD. AUD USD, what's my projection on there? Okay, on AUD USD, price started buying from a weekly zone, right? Price started buying from a weekly zone. So all this area are the weekly zone. This is just refinement. So from here, a buy, and where am I expecting price to get to? I'm expecting it to at least take out this weekly liquidity, although there are still the weekly liquidity above. But that does not mean price will just keep going up. It can still do a bit of retracement and the likes. So what retracement am I expecting on it? Well, on this trend, which we can see, price has engineered a daily liquidity over here. So since it has engineered a daily liquidity, I'm expecting it to use a daily zone. So this is the daily zone here over here. So you can see it still has a long journey. This move is not a small move. So anyways, those are my outlook, and as I've said, the one that is currently okay for now, like, it's very clean. That's what I would just say. Clean. Yes, let me use the word clean. It's clean is we have a weekly liquidity NZD, and we have a daily zone. So, and price is has done a deep pullback into the zone already. It has gone deep. So, and on the futures chart, it has not violated our zone. It has not violated it. So that's why we are entering. So if it's that when price opened now, it's gapped. You can see that when price opened, it's gapped up. So if it's that when the gap it's past this line, they will not be entering. But for the fact that price still respected it even with the gap, then it is still valid. So let's just be expecting. Let's see what price will deliver. And this you can see this is a live trade. This is 12:13 a.m. August what? August 3. Oh yeah, August 3. Yeah, and it's the open of the week. So this is the new month. So August 3, 2026, you can see it. August 3, 2026, it is live. So this is about 26 hour. Let me zoom it there. I can see 26 hours. So I'm going to confirm it, and we are going to see is price going to deliver this. Now I can't say when it will get there. So it can take a whole month before it get there, and it can be as fast as a week. I don't know. Price will do his thing, right? Let price do his thing. Like I want to try and see how many days it took for you to get to that place. You can see. Let's see weekly. Let's use week. You can see this is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 week that did this move. So automatically the sell, I can't say it can be anything, right? So that's my outlook for it, and this this is a deep study. So let's see how it plays out, right? See you guys in the profitable side.